Yo, slow budget. Once again. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's show. Today's date is June 12th, 2023, and it is a Monday. Well, for those that know, I've been on vacation for about 2-3 weeks. Just like I said, I knew May was going to be very, very busy, and it just spilled into June. We went to New Mexico a few weeks ago for the kids wrestling. They did real good, despite the fact that Corey was sick all week right before that, and she got hurt early, but she's still tough through pain. I mean, there was one point where she had tears in her eyes, so I knew she was really in pain because she's not a crier. She could deal with the pain, but her knee started acting up. But she did good. She came in anywhere from second place all the way to fifth place. Let's see what's else going on. We just got back from California last night. Matter of fact, got pulled in about 9 p.m. here in Arizona. Went out there. A lot of people know graffiti was a huge part of my life growing up. No, if you're not from LA, you're not from California, there's no way you can understand it. To you, you might just drive and look at vandalism, but it was a way of life growing up. When you're a teenager, a kid, I mean, everywhere you walked, you just wrote your name on everything. I mean, everybody did it out there. And then as you got older, you started doing the artwork on the walls and going out at night, just getting your name out. We wrote on buses, we wrote our name on everything. We had etchers, scribes. We scribed our names into the windows, the seats. Graffiti was just a huge part of my life growing up. So all my friends did graffiti. So we had a little reunion. So think about our crew, NTS, Notorious Kings. Man, we've been around since the early 80s, mid 80s, I would say, 85, 86, 87, 88. So yeah, so it was good to see a bunch of friends. I'll talk more about that tomorrow. But today I just want to get to a few stuff, let everybody know, yes, that the show's not ended. Just needed a break. Took a couple weeks off. I thought it was only going to be 2 weeks, but then I planned this LA trip, so I was like, it ended up being the third week. So let's see, a few things I wanted to get into. I want to do a review of Maria's Cafe in Mammoth, Arizona. Now, Mammoth is a small town. Like, you drive by it, it's probably about 1-2 miles long. You could drive through it in literally a minute. But at the end of the town, there's a small little Mexican restaurant called Maria's Cafe. Now, to put this in perspective, there's 4 Mexican restaurants in this small town already. So to me, that's crazy. Like, man, how are they all, surviving? Because that's a lot of competition for a small town. I mean, I've been wanting to try it. I've seen it. They used to have restaurants there before, and the food was always good. So I'm like, okay, so finally I got a chance because my daughter swims in Mammoth. So one of the days I had my granddaughter, and instead of going to my son's house like I usually do, I was like, let me stop at the cafe and finally take my granddaughter to eat and try it. So we stopped in. It's a small little thing. It's nice and cozy. Sat down, brought the menu, and I was like, whoa, first thing I noticed, the prices were real good. Now for me, when I go to Mammoth, it's for carne asada burritos. We don't have really in Salmon Wow carne asada. So I'll go to Mammoth. I gotta have a carne asada burrito at any of the restaurants I go to out there. And then I noticed it was like $7.99. I was like, whoa, by far, that is the cheapest burrito I've seen. So to me, I'm thinking, well, it's probably going to be small. It's going to be, little. It's going to be full of beans and rice, taking up most of it. When I got it, it was a big burrito, all meat. I was just like, whoa. So anyway, got the salsa. Oh, they gave you chips and salsa. So me and my granddaughter are eating that. I ordered her a little thing of fries. So when they came, I gave her some carne with her fries, and so I'm eating the burrito. It was real good. Gotta say, it was real good burrito. I enjoyed it. The water was good, cold. I'm the type that I always order water at any restaurant. To me, that's one of the biggest scams there is. When you go to a restaurant and get a soda. You might not notice, but sodas sometimes are $2.99, $3.99. I didn't even look what it is, but I just know in general, I just order water. But I'm talking about any restaurant in general, $2.99 is usually the minimum for a soda. Now think about that. You take a party of 4, that's $12 added on your bill just for a soda. And I've seen sometimes kids don't even finish their soda. You might only get, so to me, it's not even worth it. So I just always got water, got my kids trained. Every time we go, we'll just get a water. So anyway, food was real good. Salsa was good. Chips and salsa. You can't beat it. $7.99 for a carne asada burrito here at Maria's Cafe at the end of Mammoth, by the Mammoth Apartments where my son lives. Now, the only negative thing I will say They have a doorbell that is loud, and I accidentally sat right next to the door. Luckily, only once or twice someone came in, but it startled me both times because it was just a loud doorbell. The only thing I would say that if you sit further from the door so it doesn't affect you, but yeah, I just end up sitting by the door. I don't know why, and it startled me a couple of times. That's the only negative, but everything else was positive. The service was good, food was good, price was good. So that's Maria's Cafe right there in Mammoth, at the end of Mammoth. Small little place, but you won't be disappointed. I looked at the menu, all the other, everything's priced right. So I just want to give them a quick shout out and thank them for their service. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to give a review on was the movie White Men Can't Jump, or White Men Can Jump, the new one with I even forgot his name. I guess he's a rapper, and it was okay. I watched it with my son and my daughter. It was okay. They just tried too hard. They didn't really follow the first movie, and at some points they tried to, but the jokes were just so far off, not funny, that I don't know. It just took away from a lot of the movie. Like, they could just did their own movie, named it something else. It didn't have to be White Men Can Jump. They could have named it something else, and it would have been a decent movie on its own. But yeah, it's hard to follow a classic like the original Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. Yeah, it's hard to follow a movie like that and make it funny, because they had Kadeem Harrison. They just had a lot of good actors when they were young. So this movie, it's all right. If I were to give it like out of 5 stars, maybe I'd probably be 2.5, maybe 2.5, 2 3/4. It's just they just tried too hard to be funny, and it just wasn't. I could just give you one example. Don't want to be a spoiler if you haven't seen it, but it's been out a while. Like in the original movie, when they were trying to hustle these one guys, he's like, "Oh, you think you're playing me?" One of the guys sold his gun to get the entry fee. He goes, "I'm gonna go to my car, get my other gun, shoot everybody." And then they all ran. It was just a funny scene. And this one, the guy's like, "I'm going to go to my car and get my flamethrower." And he comes out with a flame. It's just like, come on, man. Seriously, a flamethrower in the hood? You got one in your trunk? So yeah, it was just stuff like that was just over the top, not funny. So maybe you liked it, maybe you don't. Hit me up. Let me know what you think, what you thought of the movie. So yeah, so went to New Mexico a couple weeks ago, California yesterday. Now it's time to just relax. Rocky's in summer school, so we came back early. He can't miss a day. It looks like he's already at summer football. Looks like the team's doing good already, from what I hear. Haven't really been able to see him because, like I said, all the trips. But I know they went to St. David and for the first 7-on-7 tournament, and I heard they did pretty good. And the big men won the big man competition again. And I heard there was more schools this year. So yeah, the big men are pretty good this year, as they were last year and the years before. And they just had a 7-on-7 here in Tucson, and I heard they beat some bigger schools on the 7-on-7. And the big men after first day were top 10, and that's good out of over 30 schools. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, summer swim also started for my daughter Corey and the Sea Lions. Man, the Samuel Sea Lions program is a great program. If your kids aren't doing nothing for the summer, why aren't they swimming? Man, it's an incredible, just fun program. And if you have never seen the competition, like, it's fun to watch. I thought swim was good to watch, wrestling's good to watch as a parent, and they're just fun. Seeing your kids competing, and at the end of the day, they're not even competing against the other kids, they're competing against themselves. So every day, it might not look like, they might come in 4th, 5th place, but at the end of the day, if they're improving their time every week, that's all you want to see as a parent. At the end, the places will come. If you're improving every single week, next you will start falling into 3rd place, 2nd place. So Corey had a good first meet. She got 4 first place, 2 second, 2 third. And her and her friend Aliana just go back and forth. And now, from what I see, it's going to get a lot tougher. I didn't realize one of the girls in her age group, was on vacation for the first week. She came back in the 2nd week, which was Saturday. Corey missed with some good times, faster than Corey. So I'm like, yes, that's what I want. I want Corey to be pushed. Now she has 2 other girls she's going to be swimming with every week. And when you swim next to someone that's going fast, it makes you go faster. So I'm actually excited to see, by the championship in a few weeks, about 4 or 5 weeks, how they do. So, summer swims here, summer football, a lot of stuff going on, and I'm just having fun. Tomorrow, I will be having my 3rd review of Fat Flavors here in town, so I know most of you guys don't want to miss that. So just remember, tomorrow, I'm going to have a Fat Flavor review. Game 5 tonight for the NBA Finals, Heat versus Denver. It looks like Denver's going to win, but let's see if Heat put up a fight. I don't know who I'm gonna bet on yet. I want to see what the point spread is, and I'm just gonna try to enjoy the game if I get a chance to watch it. But like I said, just a lot of stuff busy, trying to close my shop. That's gonna, man, I don't know when. Hopefully within 6 months. That's the goal. If you want some deals, come on down. Like I was just talking to later right now, they're resells. I'm like, man, I'll sell you these clothes 20 cents a shirt. You can't go wrong on the resale side. $1 a shirt at yard sales if you sell online. So yeah, come on down. Video games, DVDs, Blu-rays, everything's on sale. And that's it. I just want to touch base with everyone. Say the show's still going on. I'm going to try to record every day, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just get something out there for you guys. And I appreciate everyone that's listening to the show, all the new people that have been coming in and telling me how good the show is and how much they missed it. And with that, you guys have a great Monday, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Burn one. Yo. Slow budget. Once again.